Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of the podcast. I hope all of you are doing fantastic and having a great day, whether it be morning, afternoon, or a night. Today's podcast, episode 1, is Inspiration, Races, and Future. I went to Instagram the other day and asked a bunch of you for questions that you wanted me to answer for the very beginning of this, and I got these down and ready to go. And then I'll talk about some future things, but for now, we will get right into all these questions. They're good ones, I'll answer them, and then go in a little bit more of depth into these for you guys. So, if you enjoy, sit back, relax, and you can hear the sweet sound of my voice if you want or not. Alrighty. So, first things first, I got about 6 or so questions here that we're willing to answer, or that I got. A fun little first one is from Space Facts Wax. It says hello. So, hello! I hope you are having a fantastic day and keeping yourself inside. Alright, another one is Jake Reinhardt. Hey, buddy. Asks, where do you get your motivation from? I mainly get it for the people like the people that I aspire to be more like, I guess. So like the bigger names, you look at the 800 meter, you have David Odisha from Kenya, and you got our own guys from the US, like Matt Sensuitz for the 1500, and you got Mo Farah, of course. So you've got these people that I look up to that'll help for running motivation, but a lot of it, if it isn't the people, I try to go to past experiences, so I'll watch videos of myself to see where do I improve small parts, so such as my form or things like that I'll want to get better, and I'll use that past videos that I have of myself or the meets to bring that inspiration and that excitement to the next season. So I had this for last year, and I want to be this good this year, and I know I put in this type of work, and this was my result. I can see this is my result that I got it live. I gotta make sure that I put in that same effort and that work. Sometimes it just comes out of the blue that I get all motivated, like it might be a night before, and I say, oh, I'm gonna get up early next run, and run when the sun comes up. Watch the world wake up from my little corner of the world, and then come back and get a cold shower and enjoy my breakfast on the porch. Things that might get me excited, I guess. Those are some of the little motivations that help me get to where I'm at. A lot of it is looking at the people and where I want to be, and mainly focusing on that main goal I have, is to go to the Olympics. Everybody says it's such a far-fetched idea, or you don't think about it for quite a while, and then once you start getting close, you should start to think about it. But it's something that you're going to look forward to for a very, very, very long time, so it needs to be nurtured and processed and cared for through all these years to keep that as your end goal. Set those little goals beforehand to help you get there as little PRs that'll help you get to those times, if it's a time or a distance or something like that, and then you have your end goal. So I guess people, natural, I guess, inspiration for myself, and looking at those end goals. So that is where I get my motivation from. We got another one from VRod RDGZ. What a name. Says, are you into pole vault? Yes, I am. I actually pole vaulted from 7th grade to senior year. I got up to 14 foot. Competition got 13, just missed out on 13.6. I was more focused on, they were having me focus more on the running, where it'd be end season where I'd start to get really good at pole vault to where I am in my league, and then I'd be pulled to do the running stuff, which is completely fine. But it happens. So yes, I'm into pole vault. So yeah. Another one from Michael. Hey Michael, you said favorite race, and that has to be from my senior year in high school, is a counter sport mile. The year previous to this meet, it was a nasty meet out. It was miserable, and it was coming down, it was raining a lot, but it was completely fine. But this one, it was a severe storm that hit on lap 2. We started and everything was normal, and then all of a sudden on lap 2, it was like a torrential downpour where somebody dumped a bucket on you. So instantly wet, completely drenched, so is the rest of the field. And as we're going on, the wind starts to pick up, people are leaving the stadium, and the high jump cover to the mat just flies off and sends not barrels, tires into the race, and everybody's hurtling over like it's steeple. When it got to lap 3, it was like the race had restarted. Everybody was in a straight line at the lap mark, at the 400. It was insane. I looked over and I was like, oh crap, this is not good. And I watched them all crash in on me. And as I extended one of my legs for one of the drives, I got knocked off the track, rolled, and as my head came up real slow, I watched and I counted slowly what position I was in or where I wasn't, and one of my buddies had ripped me up and pushed me and said get up there, and I was in 7th, but I ended up making my way back to the front of the race. Shelby, if you're listening, you were there. I have one of my teammates now was at that race and watching me, didn't even know. She's like, oh, I feel so bad for this kid, he has glasses and it's a torrential downpour. Yes, I still wore my glasses. I run with my glasses on because I'd like to see. But it was a great race, and I told myself, you're not going to break, you're not going to be under 5. It's the first time you're not going to be under the 5-minute mark. It'll be okay. And as I came to the cross line, they told me my time and threw me inside, and I ended up getting a 4:52, and it was a really slow race because of the storm, but hey, still kept what I wanted to do, so I was pleased with that. So that became one of my favorite races. Lindsay Payne. Hey Lindsay, you said craziest thing that has happened to you on a run. Well, I don't know how many people have known about it. Obviously, the teammates there at Mansfield know about it. But it was a nice winter morning, and we went on a little 7-mile to 9-mile run, and I got bit by a dog square on my left cheek. Oh, it was gorgeous. Amazing. Didn't even know. So when we were running, we ended up taking a back road, and we kept on going, and it was just gradual rolling hills. It was really, really nice out, super quiet, just enjoyed the company of one another. And we, as runners, you get constantly the dog barking here and there and blah. You don't really worry about it, and then it goes on. They keep on barking until they get out of sight, and then they stop. So we were passing this house, and it was a Saint Bernard, big dog, and he's barking away. We will be fine. It's all okay. No fear. Nobody had any fear about the dog coming out after us. And then it came out onto the road, passed 2 of my teammates, and right at that moment when it passed them, I didn't do anything. I just had that 6th sense where you know something is gonna happen. And I was like, this dog is gonna bite me. And not even a half a second later, he jumps and latches onto my left cheek, and all I had time to do is I didn't yell or anything. I just turned around and smacked the dog with the backside of my hand, and then I took 1 step towards it and punched it. So yeah, and we went along our run, and one of my buddies says, yo, that's why you don't look at him. Well, guess what? I didn't look at him. We were just running, so I never looked back at him. But I guess I had a tasty looking behind for him, I guess. Anyway, the run kept on going, everything was good, and then I got stopped by one of my other teammates, Kevin, and he goes, yo, you got a hole in your tights. And these were brand new tights that we just got for winter gear 2 weeks prior, and I just finally got them stretched into how I like them. And I knew there was a hole. I could feel the blood, you could just feel it, and I reached back a few times to feel, but I didn't know it ripped open the pants, and I looked back, I said, oh wow, that's a big hole, I didn't notice that. And then once I got back, I was changing, and I saw that there was a big bite going from the top to the bottom of my cheek and where it connected, where his teeth bit in. So that was that was definitely one of the craziest things that has happened on that run. I was more disappointed about my tights being ruined than I was about anything else. I wasn't mad at the dog or anything or the people. Nah, it was fine. Alright, another one says, Bailey Westfall. Hey Bailey, she says, what are some of your favorite memories from junior high / varsity? Hope all is well. All is well. I hope all is well with you. So, I went to the varsity side of this one, and I'm going to do the Countersport 4x4. That was a really fun race. I really enjoyed. So the week prior, we had a meet there with Countersport, and we had lost to them in the 4x4 by 10 meters at most. We were just right there, but we couldn't close because of the gap that was further in the race. Just wasn't able to get closed down in time when they had their guys there. So then, as we came to the next meet, we had our Northern Tier League meet there at Countersport. And it came down to that 4x4, and all of us are in the mindset, we are ready to go, we're excited, we just need to make it happen. So we go out with the race, we're right with them, and then by second leg we come in, we lose a little ground, which is okay, it's not too much. Third leg goes out, we gain some at the beginning, but then the third leg really starts to pull away, has a strong finish. And the thing that makes this one of my favorite memories is that I was standing at the exchange zone there, and a buddy of mine from Countersport, Tom Heglevitz, he's right there for the handoff, and his coach says, "You're the best, nobody can beat you, you're the fastest one out in this field, blah 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 blah." He's really hyping him up, and my teammate's about 20 meters behind him, dying off. He's cooked. He just got done with a 2 mile, and so I'm sitting there laughing really, really hard, and I shouldn't be, but I'm just laughing. He takes off, and I'm just waiting for that taun to come to me so I can take off. There was no way that I should have caught him, but ended up dropping a low 49 for a split, and I caught him at the far 200. So that was really exciting, and with it being the Northern Tier League meet, we got our medals, and motivation for that one, I guess I can go back to Jake's. I didn't want to lose the Countersport again, and I already had 3 first place medals, so I wasn't going away with the second place medal. I would be happy with the second place, but I wanted to keep that streak of 4 first places. So I just wanted to make sure that I stayed really focused on the back of his head, and I just was ready to go and hunt them down. So that was a really fun race, and it's always a really fun one to watch because I don't know how I did it, but yeah. Another one, Hannah. Hey Han, you said, how about a video for a full body workout during quarantine? Yes, I'm in the process of making one. I have ideas what I'm going to do, and that one will probably be the Tuesday episode, and then I have a Wednesday workout video for a workout Wednesday that I'll do Wednesday, so there'll be a video Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the second episode of the podcast on Friday, possibly with somebody else, not in person. Sadly, we can't, but I'll try to get him over the phone and get him close to the mic so we can see. And if that doesn't work out, then I'll record another one, and then we'll just wait to do 2 people podcasts when that comes out. Another one, McKenna. Hello, McKenna. You said, what is your favorite running memory so far in your career? It would have to be this year with our PSAC mile at our championships for indoor. I was seated 7th in the race, and I knew that it was going to be a slow start, but then fast at the end. We were ready for that. Our coach and I had talked about it, and we just knew that was how the race was going to go out. I knew who was in the field, who wasn't in the field, who was in certain races before and after the mile, so we knew what we were going to do there. So the race goes out at normal, and we're going through on good splits, and it's kind of slow for what I was training at. So I was like, okay, this will be a very pedestrian race, everything will be okay. And then at close to a half a mile, about to hit that half a mile, about 150 away, I get myself into a top 5 position that I needed to be at if I wanted to close this, because I had the opportunity of, I could win this race. I'd have to drop close to a 420 to do that, and I was in, sub 420 shape to do that. So I got myself in position, and as soon as we hit that line to do a half a mile left, it was an all-out sprint, basically, and we all took off, full kicks from half mile out. So as we're continuing there, I'm slowly moving myself in position, and the coaches tell me where I need to move. I need to move now. They're telling me splits, and everything's getting set into motion, and it comes into the last lap that we need to go, and I'm within the top 4. So I know this is I'm gonna make podium, but that's not what I wanted. I want to get that top 3 finish, get a PSAC medal, and earn me all PSAC honors. So as we're coming down the back straightaway, there is a buddy of mine, Xander. He goes to Shippensburg. Don't know if you're watching or listening, I could say. He was in front of me, and I was closing hard on him, but I took for the wrong part of me, where I could have taken second in the meet, possibly, is I went to the inside lane of his, and it startled me for a second. Like, I couldn't do anything, so I had a weird pause. But I got around him on the outside of the lane as we were going around it, and I had a Slippery Rock kid coming up hard on me, and I moved at a time, as so did he, and he clipped the back of my heel, and he went down. That really sucks for him. I feel bad, but it was just bad timing, bad placing, and he got the worst of it. I stumbled just a little bit, but I was able to keep my speed and momentum up. And then coming down that home straightaway, all I can hear is Michael. I can hear you screaming off to the side of that, and it's hilarious to watch the videos, because I can hear you and my mom in the background just screaming your heads off. So that was really fun, and finished off with a secured 3rd place. So that made me really, really happy, and a very good start to the track season. With that being indoor, that was the first half of our track season, and the outdoor would be the second half. So that was really fun. But yeah, those are the questions that I had. There was a few more, but they made no sense, and they weren't questions, they were spam. So yes, one of them asked me if I want $1,000. I needed to click there. One of them was in Russian, so can't do that. And another one was somebody asking what type of food is delicious but hard to eat. I don't know how that pertains to me, but hard eating fruit, I don't know. Anything really heavy before a race, greasy foods, that's difficult to eat, so it doesn't pertain to me. But yeah, so those are the questions. And then we're on to the future aspect of the podcast, which will close up here. What is going on here in the future within the channel? So I have all the stuff ready for more podcasts. I took a while to do the background here that you can see with the swirls and the writing. I wanted to get it just right. It's still not how I like it. That'll be the thumbnails of the videos for a little bit, maybe till episode 3 or 4, until I get something where I can sit down with somebody and create a really cool one that I like to myself, but this will do for now. I'm happy with that. Videos. Okay, you have a problem if people say, oh, you said you were going to upload twice a week. Yes, I was hoping to upload twice a week. I didn't know if it was going to work out well, or if it wasn't going to work out well, and it works out well to do a sit down, do these 20-minute, 25-minute podcasts real quick. I'm going to try to make sure that they're all under a half an hour, because I didn't think this was going to go that long, but we're already 19 minutes and 17 seconds in and counting. So I'll do a podcast on Friday. I think they're going to be fun, talk a little bit, maybe about the week, what's coming up. It would be better if we were in season, so I could talk about the races coming up and what we can expect, but give it a few months and we'll be in a cross-country season, and we'll talk about those meets and who's in the field, and a strategy, I guess, but then it would be posted after the race, of course, because, or maybe before, I don't know. Things will change. But with the podcasts, we're going to stick definitely to Fridays and make them about 20-25 minutes. that'll sound good for those. Those are definite. Videos, I'm gonna stick to my Tuesdays. I know this week's went out on Wednesday. There was an issue Tuesday. Our Wi-Fi is really, really bad here, and it wasn't connecting to my YouTube channel. It wasn't connecting to my account, so it kept saying that I didn't have an account to upload to. So I had to wait till the next day, call a few people, got that figured out, and now that is up. So videos will be on Tuesdays. I have ideas and set in place, and 2 videos already recorded, ready to go, edited, just need to go up. So those will be up. And then a few more for ideas such as Hannah's for the full body workout. That'll be a fun one, and a long day workout. And then I'm going to try to do just a normal day in a life. I think I'm going to record that tomorrow for the day in life, but then that will be a week from now or 2 weeks from now, and it'll just be a casual one, just what I do on a Saturday. So that is the quick and dirty of the future of the channel. So everything will still be going the same. Podcast, hopefully when all this gets settled down, I can get some people on it, maybe over a phone call or something like that. And if you don't really like to look at the background of this, I can record myself if you really want to do that. But I don't think anybody's going to be listening to the full 25 minutes of this unless you're really interested in what I'm doing or you're stalking me. So we'll stick it to that and finish up here. So if anybody is still here, I thank you for staying along and listening to me ramble. But I hope that all of you have a fantastic rest of your day, whether it be in the morning, afternoon, or night. But I will finish this up, and I hope all of you have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.